Okay, let's jump right into this explainer and put those viral claims to the test. You know the ones? They are literally everywhere online right now. People boldly declaring they're using AI to make thousands or even millions in totally passive income through automated dropshipping. The whole pitch is that the algorithms do all the heavy lifting, while you just sit back and watch the money roll in. But hey, we want to look past all that hype and dig straight into the hard data.
So, is making thousands in passive income with AI actually as easy as it seems? Well, to find out, we're breaking down a super fascinating, real-world 7-day experiment. The premise was simple, but honestly pretty ambitious. Set up a completely AI-run store from absolute scratch and see if it could generate a cool $1,000 in pure profit in just 1 week. If you're a focused learner wanting the real mechanics of these modern business models without all the extra fluff, you are definitely in the right place.
Now, to keep this grounded in reality, there were 3 incredibly strict rules for this challenge. First up, AI had to make every critical business decision. We're talking from picking the niche right down to designing the brand. Second, the budget was capped at a strict $250. That means no throwing endless cash at advertising to force sales. The tools had to be cheap or completely free. And third, total transparency. We're going to look at the exact step-by-step process and the completely raw financial results.
Let's kick things off with Phase 1, niche and store creation.
Building a business foundation from scratch usually takes weeks of market research, right? But to figure out what to sell fast, this experiment used a really clever trick called the dummy scroll method. Basically, you take a fresh Instagram account and purposely engage with every single dropshipping ad that pops up on your reels. This gathers a massive list of products people are actually spending money on right now. By feeding that trending data straight into ChatGPT and asking it to pick a winner, the AI decisively concluded that the pets niche was our most profitable starting point.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact toolkit used for the challenge. You know, just a few years ago, building a professional e-commerce site would have cost thousands and required a whole team of web developers. But today, these highly efficient AI tools completely replace that human labor. From Build Your Store seamlessly integrating with Shopify to AutoDS automatically handling the product sourcing, this stack is essentially a full-service digital agency running purely on algorithms.
Moving right along to Phase 2, sourcing and optimizing products.
With the basic framework built, it needed to be populated. Now, if you've ever imported products directly from suppliers, you know the data is usually a total mess. We're talking titles like Dog Toy New Year 2026 Interactive, which, let's be honest, instantly kills consumer trust. But by using the AutoDS bulk rewrite tool, the AI instantly stripped out all that irrelevant junk. It replaced it with a clean, professional title and a really compelling description, automatically optimizing dozens of products in literally seconds.
But hey, a clean product page just isn't enough. You actually need a brand. Customers decide whether to trust a store in about 3 seconds. So, ChatGPT was asked to brainstorm domain names and came up with Thriving Paws. Once that Thriving Paws.store domain was secured, a prompt was fed into an image generator called Nano Banana. And boom, it instantly created a perfectly matched, highly professional logo. Just like that, the store had an identity that looked incredibly trustworthy.
All right, that brings us to Phase 3, real-world product testing.
So the digital storefront looked pristine, but you really can't blindly trust AI when it comes to physical goods. This is exactly why you have to test. Imagine opening a package and thinking, oh blimeys, there it goes. Don't think we can be selling that. That was the actual reaction to an AI-recommended interactive dog ball. When it arrived, it felt incredibly cheap, the instructions were terrible, and when turned on, total chaos. It just wouldn't stop rolling around. Complete disaster. If that had shipped directly to a customer, you'd be looking at immediate refund requests and terrible reviews.
Fortunately, the physical testing also uncovered a massive, undeniable win. A multi-speed silicone dog paw cleaner arrived, and it was absolutely fantastic quality. Clear instructions, a wonderfully quiet motor, and it genuinely felt like a premium device. Because of its high quality and strong problem-solving nature, this naturally became our hero product, the main item to focus all the advertising efforts around.
Which leads perfectly into Phase 4, running AI video ads.
With the hero product chosen, it was time to tackle the absolute hardest part of dropshipping, marketing. On a strict budget, the most effective social media ads right now are user-generated content, or UGC. You know, those videos that look like they're casually filmed by real, satisfied customers. Normally, paying human influencers to make these costs hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Instead, the experiment used a tool called Create UGC. It generated amazingly realistic AI avatars to demonstrate the products, entirely bypassing those expensive influencer fees.
Let's see how this plays out in practice. You literally just import the product link from the store, and the AI automatically pulls all the images and text. Then you select a scroll-stopping AI avatar. But here is where a little human touch was definitely required. When creating an ad for a dog collar, the AI script focused entirely on it being water-resistant. It totally missed the actual main selling point, a built-in AirTag holder to track your pet. So the script needed a quick human tweak to fix that hook before generating the final video.
And finally, Phase 5, the raw financial results. Let's look at the actual numbers.
After setting up a $20 daily Meta ad budget and letting the automated store run totally hands-off for 7 days, it's time to pull back the curtain. The results are incredibly revealing. The AI actually successfully sold 17 paw cleaners and 1 magic broom to a cross-shopping customer, generating a pretty impressive $424.41 in total revenue. Not bad, right? But watch how quickly the operational costs ate into that margin. About $170 went strictly toward buying and shipping the products, and another $152 was completely eaten up by those daily Meta ads and app subscriptions.
So, when you factor in all those total costs against the incredibly strict rules and brief time limit of the challenge, the experiment actually resulted in a definitive net loss of $81.56. Because of the initial ad testing required just to find a winning video, the store simply didn't cross into the green, completely missing that ambitious $1,000 profit goal.
But let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. This explainer perfectly demonstrates that while AI is an incredibly powerful tool, it built an entire functional business infrastructure, designed a brand, and created a decent ad copy in mere days, generating true passive wealth just isn't some instant magic trick. It absolutely still requires a human to step in, recognize quality control issues, tweak those marketing hooks, and optimize campaigns over a much longer period than just a single week.
So, I'll leave you with this thought to consider for your own projects, whether you're building a business, creating content, or just organizing your life. Is AI the ultimate automated business partner that can do it all, or is it better viewed as a highly capable, incredibly fast intern that still fundamentally relies on you to steer the ship? Think about exactly how much control you're truly willing to hand over to an algorithm. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.